So, welcome to Chemistry 1102. This is, again, the second semester of Gen Chem. I am Dr. Woods. Sorry we couldn't meet in person today, but I hope to see you all Friday. If you try to email me or look me up, you'll see that my name is really long. I do not go by Gray Woods, but if you try to look me up on the email, you have to type in Gray before Woods. So if you just look under Woods, I'm not going to pop up. But you can always get my email from the syllabus or the slides or contacts from the chemistry department website. My office is in Garwood, so on the 4th floor. It's between the elevators. And I will have office hours Mondays and Wednesdays in the afternoon, 2 to 4, and Tuesdays 1 to 3. I also set aside some time during the week if you want to set up an appointment. So if those times don't work for you, feel free to email me, and we can try to work out a meeting time that works for both of us. This semester we will have a lead tutor. If you guys took me for 1101, you should be familiar with Rose. She will be the lead tutor for both sections. So if you see more people that you don't recognize, it's okay, it's from my other class. She will have her own office hours. She'll be making lead tutor sheets and things like that. And she will hold tutoring sessions Tuesdays and Thursdays in 112, which is where we meet, from 7 to 8:30. We pushed her time to 7, so that way you all, if you want to, can come to the Chemistry Club meetings. I'm the Chemistry Club advisor, so you'll hear a lot of announcements about that. But that's every other Thursday at 6 to 7. So a little bit about me. I am from Kentucky, a small town called Moorhead, where I went to undergrad and got my BS in area concentration in chemistry. After which I went all the way to Bozeman, Montana for grad school, where I got my PhD in physical chemistry. So when we get to thermodynamics and things like that, I'll be excited because this is about my PhD. And then after getting a PhD, I went and did a postdoctoral research position at the University of Wisconsin in Madison before coming here. My postdoc was actually in biomedical engineering. So if you feel like chemistry is very one-sided, like one track, it's not. You can do a lot of things. So I left my chemistry background and did biomedical engineering, working with microscopes and lasers and things like that. It's fun. I also enjoy multiple things. You can see I like video games and baking. Here is a picture of my dog. You will see a lot of jokes, both from me and from Rose. She also likes chemistry jokes. And you'll see things that I like to do and are interested in popping up in my teaching style. Lots of nerdy things. And if you were here, you would be filling out an attendance sheet and a little bit of information about you. So we'll do this Friday. There are 2 things to sign, and I'll go over that more on Friday. But there'll be a sheet that lets me get to know you guys and try to incorporate your all's interest into my teaching style too. There's also a FERPA release form, which will sign whether or not you agree to let your graded assignments in class be handed back in class or outside my door. We'll talk a little bit more then on Friday. This class is chemistry. You guys have taken 1101. You know that in order to do well, you have to put effort into it. But just because you put effort into it does not mean you'll get an A. But some of the things that could help you, there we go. there we go. Some of the things that could help you to do well in this class is look over the material before coming class. So I will have the, like we did this class, there'll be PowerPoint slides, PDFs that you should look at before coming to class to familiarize yourself with what we're going to cover. Come with questions, that is fine. I recommend printing off those slides and bringing them in to take notes. I will allow electronic devices, not cell phones, but laptops or tablets and things like that to take notes on. If I notice that you guys are just going on Facebook or watching Netflix or something like that, I will ask you to stop doing that, and you will lose that privilege. I recommend also creating lists of things to do. The homework sites and the quizzes will pop up and tell you when things are due. I recommend putting that in the calendar so that way you can space that out. I also recommend not waiting to the last minute to do homework and quizzes and assignments and things like that. The homeworks are made so that you do them as you go, not just in one night. Other things is we have a good lead tutor. Students from last semester found her really helpful. So I recommend you taking advantage of the lead tutor sessions. My office hours are presented. Again, if you can't make those times, email me and we can set up a time. There's also ASU or App State has, I don't know, chemistry department has a Chem Help Center. But I don't know when that's going to start, probably next week sometime. That's free. If you want to do more one-on-one, you don't want to come to my office hours or Rose's lead tutor sessions, I do have a list of students who want to be private tutors that would require payment, but if you want to, just contact me. Complete all assignments. I have found the students who don't do their homework or wait till the last day and do it all at once don't do as well on exams and in the class. I also try to provide a lot of feedback on all your graded assignments. So quizzes, make sure you go back and look at the ones at least online. It will pop up with like feedback for why you missed those questions, if it's a standard reason for missing. Homework, as soon as the homework closes, whether it's the homework or the practice, there will be the answers, and it goes through the explanations and step-by-step how to solve the problems. Again, study in groups, and again, you'll be graded on your knowledge, not your effort. Typically, it will take a lot of effort to maintain a good grade in this class, but at this point, you all have the same potential to get an A. It is my job to provide you the resources to maintain that A. So you will see each homework has its own practice. There will be ample tutoring time. Rose will do the review sessions. I might do review sessions. I'm here to help. If you find that there's not enough practice problems, I can recommend you ones from the book. We can go over it in office hours. And also I will be doing, if you took me last year, you know, end of the chapter assessments. That'll be open as soon as this session starts, or the chapter starts. I'll try. So that way, if you find that you're struggling with a concept and you're shy and you don't want to, and that you don't know something, these assessments are anonymous. So you can take them, say, hey, I need more help in, you know, acid-base chemistry, things like that, or I need a review on acid-base chemistry, and I can provide that, because there will be a section on As You Learn that is for review topics. So if you feel like your previous lecture, previous semester, everything's just left your head, just let me know, and I'll try to work with that. But you have to put the effort in. I don't know I won't know if you don't know something unless you tell me, until like, you know, the exam, and then I'm like, oh, too late for that. So let's be proactive, not reactive. If you haven't taken my class before, we do start on time. So at 8 o'clock we will start. I'll give you a minute or so of doing clicker questions. Cell phones away. There will be clicker questions throughout the class. Sometimes there's only one at the beginning, sometimes there's multiple. It depends on the flow and the content. The lecture will be mostly done on PowerPoint, but there will be some board work, so make sure that if you can't see the board and what is written, let me know. I can try to write bigger or turn on more lights if I forget. One of my pet peeves is don't start packing up until the class is ended. Class ends at 8:50, so you can start packing up at 8:50. You can look at that information for more details. There will be a syllabus quiz and content quiz available on As You Learn. Please make sure that you read the material in the syllabus before you even start the quiz. It also is more of a practice quiz to get you, if you haven't taken quizzes on As You Learn. Sometimes the wording and the answers have to be exactly as specified. So in this case, you get 3 attempts for your quiz. You have to make sure that you read the questions fully and follow the directions to make sure that you just get in the habit of reading the question fully before we get into quizzes that are going to be a little bit more chemistry based. If you have, so read the syllabus, look over the content. If you have any questions about any of the content or anything like that, just let me know. And in the next video, we'll talk about the syllabus content.